Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Ajay from Home technical team. So today we are going to see how you can install Splunk into your system. Okay, so we'll be performing the installation of Splunk Enterprise into our system. And then further in the upcoming videos, we are going to see about how you can use Splunk, okay, how you can import the data and logs into Splunk. Okay, and then further we will be going and seeing how you can use the SPL, which is Splunk search processing language, to make queries and to pinpoint the information, how you can create the alerts, okay, and how you can perform the forensics. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the Splunk software in my system, and then we are going to perform the installation. Okay, so let's go with this. I'm going to open up a browser here, and in the browser, I'll just go and type Splunk Enterprise. I'll search for it, and then I'll see the link for free trial and downloads. Okay, so here I can see that here I get certain options that if I want, I can use the Splunk cloud platform. Okay, so this Splunk cloud is what? This is a Splunk that is hosted on the cloud environment. Okay, so for this, if you see, we get 14 days of free trial. Okay, and you can log up to 5 GB of data per day. Okay, in the Splunk cloud, you can log up to 5 GB data per day. Okay, and you do not require a credit card here. And the second option we have is the Splunk Enterprise. Okay, so this Splunk Enterprise is basically an offline installation that will be happening into your system. Okay, so if I talk about the offline installation, so here we get 60 days trial. Okay, in this case, we are going to get 60 days trial, and we can log up to 500 MB per day. So for the learning purpose, Splunk Enterprise will be really good if you download and install it in your own system. And if you think you can do the practice within 14 days and you can master it, and you do not want to consume the resources of your own system, in that case you can go with the Splunk cloud. Okay, so I will be going with the Splunk Enterprise, and we will be going with the offline installation. Okay, now the third thing we have here is what about the universal forwarder. So the universal forwarder is a program that is going to collect data securely from multiple devices, and then it is going to send it to Splunk. Okay, so later on we'll be seeing about the use case of universal forwarder as well. So first today, let's go with the Splunk Enterprise offline installation. So I'm going to go and say get my free trial. Okay, and here it is going to ask you about your business email. Okay, so business email means you cannot use here your normal Google Mail or Yahoo Mail account. You need a business email. So that is one way. So if you have your business email or corporate email, that you can use here, or else what I'm going to do here as of now. Okay, so I'm going to use a temporary email for the registration. So I'll just copy this email and paste it here. Then I have to give a password. So password I'll give so here I'll say, let's name it Ajay Kumawat. Job title, so let's call it as a senior trainer. Number, so I don't want to reveal the information here, so I'll use 10. Company, so let's say NH. Postal code 560102. Okay, then I'll say I agree, and I don't want to receive any marketing communications and all, so I'll just leave it as it is, and I'll say create your account. Okay, so they have sent an verification email to your email. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to the email, and here we are going to activate the account. So just go to the link and say verify your email. Once your email is verified, then we are good to go and we can download the Splunk software. Okay. So here I get an option to download, and the download size is 789.21 MBs. Okay, and you can even download it for Linux. Okay, you can see for Linux also Debian, then we have RPM. So depending on your Linux, you can download it, and even for macOS this is available. So right now I'm using Windows as my best system, so I'll be going with the Windows installation. So I'll say download. Okay, so my download is going to start, and here I'll change the location to where I want to download. So I'll go in the USB drive D, and here this is where I want to download, and I'll save it and I'll say start download. Okay, so right now my download is going on. Once my download is completed, then we'll go with the installation part. Okay. So the download is almost completed. So you can see here that right now the current version of Splunk Enterprise that is available for Windows is 9.4.1. So this is the latest version that we'll be working on. Okay. Okay, it's done. So if I say open folder, this is my Splunk program, right? So now if I want to perform installation, so what I'll do, I'll just go and double click here on the setup file, and what will happen that it will start my download progress. I mean my installation progress. Okay, so this is the box that we are going to get. So first of all, we have to check the box to accept the license agreement. Okay, and you see here the default installation options are there, like it will install Splunk Enterprise within the C drive. So I don't want to install it in the C drive. Then run Splunk Enterprise as local system account. That is fine. Then create start menu shortcut. Okay, so I want to change it. I'll go to customize option. If you want, you can keep it as it is. I want to change it, so I'll just go and change it. Okay, so it doesn't give me an option. Okay, I am not able to select the external drive here. So let it be, then we'll keep it as it is default. Okay, and then we'll say okay, next. Then you can see that you want to install Splunk Enterprise at local system or as a domain account. So right now I'm not using a domain here. Okay, I'm not a part of a domain. Okay, so I'll go with the local system only. Then I'll say next. Okay, so we are not using AD kind of concept here. That's why I'll use a local system. Then username. So username, I'll keep it as admin, and password, I'll keep it as Splunk at 123. Then I'll say next and install. So now my Splunk installation progress has started, and Splunk is going to install. So let's wait for the installation to complete. If it is prompting you for administrative rights, we'll say yes. So the installation is getting validated right now. Now you can see that component registration is going on. Okay, so this is almost done. Okay, so now you can see the installation has completed. Okay, and it gives us an option that you want to launch browser with the Splunk Enterprise. So if you want to launch Splunk, you can say, you can keep it checked and you can click on finish. So now what will happen? A browser will open. Okay, so we can see here the browser has opened with a Splunk Enterprise. Okay, so you can give the username that you used. So I used the username admin and the password that I configured for this user. Okay, so if you see, Splunk is going to use port number 8000. Okay, so if you want to launch it in any other browser also, you can do it. We can say 127.0.0.1 and port number 8000. So if I do this again, this will give me access to my Splunk account only. Okay, and here I can say username as admin, password, so whatever the password you configured, Splunk at 123, then sign in. Okay, and we'll have access to our Splunk Enterprise dashboard. Okay, so this is our Splunk Enterprise dashboard, and this is how your Splunk Enterprise looks. So this was it for this video. I hope you understood how you can install Splunk into your system. In the upcoming videos, we'll be going with the overview of the Splunk dashboard, and then further on we'll see about how you can add the data into Splunk, and then further we'll learn about the SPL. So if you find this video helpful and informative, do like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.